Okay, we'll see now time response of second order system using MATLAB. Aim is to obtain time response of second order system in case of underdamped, overdamped, and critically damped system. We know that the standard second order system transfer function is omega n square divided by s square plus 2 zeta omega n plus omega n square. So where zeta value, it is a damping factor, so it varies between 0 to 1 and beyond, more than the beyond 1. So here if zeta value is between 1 to infinity, it is called overdamped system. If zeta is 1, critically damped system. Zeta is between 0 to 1, underdamped system, and zeta is 0, undamped system. So this is the main value. It depends on the zeta value. So now again we can calculate theoretically delay time 1 plus using for delay time, rise time, peak overshoot time, maximum overshoot, settling time. These are theoretically calculation. So we can also calculate, we will get the reading directly from MATLAB, and this is the theoretical calculation. So here first take some transfer function. Here the program is given in terms of MATLAB. So step response of second order system, write this program. So omega n is input, enter the natural frequency, zeta is enter the damping ratio, numerator, if a transfer function, numerator omega n, second order standard formula, what is the numerator is omega n square, therefore omega n into omega n. Denominator is what we written coefficient of denominator equation, coefficient s square, coefficient is 1, so 2 zeta omega n, it is a coefficient of s, and omega n square. So this is numerator value and denominator value of standard equation of second order system. So we need to plot system transfer function. So system transfer function system, we need to plot transfer function of numerator and denominator values. So then it will be, you will get like this, would be like this, expected graph would be like this. So here you can see this is the rise time, this is a peak time, and this is a settling time, this is the maximum overshoot. So the here rise time is nothing but the time taken to rise from 0 to 90%. It is called rise time, peak overshoot, and settling time. So how much time it takes to settle on to it stability or stable. So how much time it takes, that is the settling time. Peak time, this is the overshoot, how much time it take, this is a transient period. So need to measure, this is the equation. So now tabular column is we need to MATLAB, from MATLAB by calculation. By calculation, given the formula, it is given. So MATLAB also you can take the direct reading. So rise time, peak time, settling time, overshoot. You can see the program. So here in MATLAB, so I've written the step response program is there. So this is the step response program, step response of second order system. So here omega n input, enter the natural frequency, z they have taken is zeta here, input enter the damping ratio, numerator value, denominator value, system, and step. So this write the program as it is given in the manual. Now after this enter, save it and run the program. So once you run, it asks enter the natural frequency, enter some value. So I'll take 80, any value you can give. If you have a transfer function for any known transfer function, you can enter for that natural. You need to calculate omega n, so then you can enter that value. 80, I have taken here 80, and enter the damping ratio. I'll take any value between 0 to 1. So here if you have transfer function, if you calculated zeta value, enter that, otherwise enter some particular value. So I'll take 0.3, so then enter. So here you'll get the what you call, see, this is the transfer function for what you entered. Randomly I have entered natural frequency is 80 and damping ratio is 0.3. For that I got the transfer function here, 6 omega n square value, s square 48s 64,000. This is the continuous time transfer function. Now for this I got the waveform. Got the waveform. You can see this, is it not? So this is the expected graph what we got for any transfer function. Depending on the value of zeta, the waveform will be changing. So now we need to find what is the rise time, peak time, settling time, all those things. So how do you calculate? Just click on this, right click, so you'll get this window. So in that you go to characteristics, and then peak response you click, you'll get this value. So just click on that node, it gives the value. What is the peak amplitude? What is the peak overshoot in percentage? What is at how much time it takes? Okay, all values will be given. Again, I required next one. Go to characteristic, go to settling time. How much time it takes for settling? So 0.14 seconds. And next characteristic, you go rise time. So 90%, how much time it takes? This much. Characteristics, steady state. Okay. So this is, so all these values note down your as per the record. So rise time, peak time, settling time. You can also calculate these values manually also using formula. Okay. So this is about how to calculate for a given transfer function. Okay, so here very important, what we enter here, omega n, enter omega n, I have entered what you call random. So if in exam or in, if you have a transfer function, suppose 1 divided by s square plus 10s plus 1, then you can enter the omega n 1, is it not? So as per your transfer function, you can enter the natural frequency and damping factor. For that you'll get waveform like this. You get the waveform, then you can calculate what is its rise time, peak time value. Suppose now in this equation I have entered here what is the natural, I'll take for the next once again I'll execute with a different damping ratio and natural frequency 80 here. Suppose now I'll take the natural frequency 80, but I'll change the damping ratio to some more than 5. Then how does it perform? Response of the system will check. So again, once again I'll execute this. Okay, it asks enter the natural frequency, I'll use 80 only, and enter the damping ratio, I'll take it is 0.7. Randomly I'm taking more than that. When now I'll see when I change the damping ratio, that is the zeta value, then what is the response of the system? You'll check. So execute this. So you'll get, this is your transfer function. So for that, when natural frequency 80 and damping ratio 0.7, this is the transfer function of the system. So you'll get the graph. So this is your graph. See, when by seeing the graph, you can say that when you increase the zeta value, there is no what you call peak overshoot, that will reduces. So you can measure all values again. Right click, will get this one, characters, peak response. How much you can see that, is it not? Peak response, settling time, rise time. Click on this, characteristics, steady state. Okay, so this is about when increase the damping. So system waveform will changes, peak overshoot will reduces, settling time, all those things can verify. So this is about what you call time response of second order system. Now the part B is what here. Part B, when I say, so okay, part B, okay. So evaluation of the effect of sinusoidal poles of zeros and time response of second order. Evaluation of the effect of additional poles and zeros on time response of second system. Suppose we have assume that we have one transfer function. And suppose in this, if you add one pole or zeros to the system, then what is the response of the system? You need to calculate. Again, you need to measure when you add -1, -10, -100 to the pole. First, we'll check this one.